Welcome. Welcome.
How you doing? It's like, nah.
You got the wrong show, girl. Welcome, what is that? And everyone, what is been? What if I talk like that?
I'll
if
be
you
like,
get me
what?
Understand? The way I talk already is
Fast enough.
exactly, and I was gonna say bad enough where people can't even understand your boy. But welcome to the Spit It Out podcast, the podcast of what you've been thinking but you haven't been hearing. It is your boy.
I see.
Jayson, Yessir. Welcome. Also, I have. What is wrong with me today?
Drugs.
Girl, stop it. I have by my side. You just heard her. The girl. The titles this week are something else.
I'm just saying.
The baker, the booty shaker, Miss Trecie Trece.
Okay. Y'all see my hat? It says my selfie just went viral.
What did you say before we started this podcast? What else went viral?
Oh, nothing.
If you guys only knew what happens behind the scenes. All right, so we got a beautiful episode. Yes, I described it as beautiful because
I'm here. I'm back.
Okay, let me start this over. We have an unfortunate episode.
You know what?
No, we have a great episode coming for you guys this week. Episode 105. Like she said, she is back in the building. Trecie Trece, what is going on? It's been a while.
I know. It's been crazy. It's been
What's so crazy?
It's been crazy. I've been busy.
Busy. You always say busy. Describe busy for us.
My busy is...
The fans have been asking. They want to know. Break it down. What is busy?
Lord.
What is this busy bee?
Working, getting ready for this corona bull crap.
Okay.
I mean, I do work in the medical field, so I do have to prep a little bit for that.
What are you prepping? We're going to get into this. This is also, we got to talk about it. You know what's happening, what's going on right now. Coronavirus. Definitely. We haven't talked about it. In the past episodes, I thought of, should bring it over, but now it's pretty much, you can't get away from it.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I agree.
Well, I hope, I was like, no pun intended. But, yeah, you can't get away from it, so we will break it down a little bit. Now, what are you preparing for if you're supposedly so busy prepping? What are you prepping?
For one, I have patients that, if they are scheduled or cancel, I have to try to fill that spot, or I have to send out emails and, so they feel comfortable enough to keep their dental appointment. It's a lot of stuff that goes into that, especially now, not knowing if we actually going to be fucking open because of all this. So we'll see.
Exactly, and I think a lot of things now are starting to close more and more. We see, as the time is going, and it's just like, what the hell is going on? Before we get into that, though, we're going to talk, like I said, about that coronavirus. So stick around. Probably after we come back from the commercial break, we'll deep dive into that. But what else have you been up to besides that? Anything else?
Working. I talked to you guys more or less when I came back from Naples. No.
You were here, but then you weren't able to make it last week. We did have a guest.
Yeah. Shout out to her. Shout out Danielle.
Shout out to her. You weren't able to be here, but besides that, there's a couple because we didn't see each other that often either.
I'm gonna say, I mean, I moved, so that also played a factor in a lot of stuff. My little life has been busy these last couple of days, or weeks.
Yeah. So I have some notes in here that go way back. I'm like, wait, what? So you guys, if you don't know, so I'm not here there. I write some notes down just to bring up in the show. And I have here, I do remember this going down. So I was out to eat recently, not as the coronavirus was going on, before that. But I went out to eat, and you were in the field more so, waitressing and doing all of that.
Mm-hmm.
How? Because everyone, obviously, whenever you type in a customer service type of setting or job. Mm-hmm. You put on most of the time a fake smile or a personality, whatever, just so you can get through the day, right? Mm-hmm. How far do you go?
I was always that extra one, like, yeah, if some food came out fucked up, let me take it back for you, or I bring them a free dessert or something like that, just to make sure I can secure my tip.
But what were you having, like, full discussions and conversations with the guests?
I mean, I think my conversations only go as far as like, all right, let me make sure, I got the gist of it. I want you to know that I'm nice and I'm friendly, but I always kept it short and sweet, sweet, cute, laugh off. Like if I want to end the conversation, I'd be like, oh yeah, you're right. And I walk away. Be right back.
I get it. Yeah. That's something more or less probably like average. But well, the only reason I brought it up, I was at Bahama Breeze, recently, like a couple weeks, maybe 3 weeks ago or so. Went to Bahama Breeze, and the table behind me, I think they were business partners or something. I don't think they were together, but they were here for business. But their waitress, she was just so overly like, and that could be her personality. She could have been nice or whatever, but I felt like it was way too much.
Yeah.
Like, past the fucking mark, right? So they're having full deep conversation. I'm like, excuse me, lady, like, don't you got some other tables to tend to as well? To the point where she sat next to them and like, in the booth,
that's
and,
a
like,
little too much.
talking.
That's a little too much.
And then the conversation goes so long into depth and everything. The guy that was sitting there, he pulls out his phone like, oh my God, I want to show her my daughter and stuff like that. And then they're showing pictures. She's like, oh my God, I wish I could meet her. And she was here. And that's, I'm like, okay, this is just so phony and fake. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
But then it starts to get inappropriate, especially if you don't know these people. Like,
well, I don't know. Well,
there's such thing as too friendly.
But they were taking it as, oh, she's not, because she would walk away. And then the couple, they would sit there and be like, oh, she's so nice, right? She's so upbeat. And the woman came out and she goes, she's a hard worker. I'm like, because she's communicating.
Right.
Like, she's talking to you guys, so that makes her a hard worker. No, that could actually mean she likes to socialize and she ain't doing the rest of her work.
Exactly.
That's exactly what's going on. But, yeah, so I was just like, what the hell? So at the end of the whole night and everything, they stand up and they gave all each other a hug.
Yes. You sure this wasn't a family? No, this is just like a regular.
The whole I didn't write as much notes as I thought I did about the whole situation, but they ended up getting up, giving each other a hug and everything. And I'm like, it was definitely they just met each other because the conversation she was having, the waitress just recently moved here. She was going to school, and then he was like, medical school, whatever. And he's like, oh, well, my daughter goes to California, blah blah blah, whatever. And she's like, for real? Is it good there? Like, they were getting to the long ass discussions and everything. And every time she came back, it was just another 10-15 minute conversation. They was annoying as fuck.
I say she could have just been nice, honestly.
They was just doing too much. She was doing too much and was just talking way too much also. And they were right behind me, so I heard just about everything. You know what I'm saying? But besides going out to eat, that was before like the whole coronavirus was slipping in and everything. I went calling like Bahama Breeze a couple of times, I would say. I hadn't gone for a while, and I went like,
I must say, I definitely been like 3 times.
And I'm speaking of as if everyone knows what Bahama Breeze is. What would you describe a Bahama Breeze? It's
like a Caribbean island food restaurant, Americanized.
Yeah, chain restaurant.
Definitely a chain.
It's under the umbrella of
Darden, I think.
Darden.
So Olive Garden.
What else is under there?
Yard House, I think, is under Darden.
Yard House, Olive, and that Cheddar.
Long John, Longhorn. Yep, and Cheddar's too. Yeah. It's a couple of them under there.
But Bahama Breeze is good. I like it.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty tasty. And
agreed.
But of course, like you said, it's more Americanized, Caribbean type of feel vibe. But it's pretty good. I like it. Yeah. You usually get there the
water went down the wrong pipe.
Coughing. I forgot to bring up the Lysol wipes and shit.
I ain't got it, y'all.
You get those jerk wings though from there.
I do, and the habanero wings.
Now you've been getting those habanero.
Yeah, the habanero wings are really good.
Oh, I don't even eat them.
He don't even eat habanero.
I just told her, I was like, girl, they got the habaneros now. But that's mostly all the time with you. Yeah,
and that and fries.
Yeah, I tried to switch it up here and there. A couple of things. That little rotation.
You did switch it up.
A little rotation going on. You know, I got to switch it up here and there.
Yeah,
because are you the type of person to go to a restaurant and always get the same thing every single time?
Maybe 70% of the time. Yeah. It just depends. If it's a new restaurant, I'll try something new. But if I already know I love something from a particular restaurant, then
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like if you go to the same restaurant that
about
you've already
70%.
Been, most of the time you're gonna get 70% of the time you're gonna get the same thing if you've already been there.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people do that as well. Like they go to one place and they like find a dish they like or whatever, and then they constantly like, that's their treat. Like, oh, to go to this place, get that specific thing. I try to switch it up here and there, but also too, when I switch it up, it's still basics. My chicken fingers.
I mean, you only eat or whatever, 2
French
things.
fries, some salad, you know. So it's either that or whatever. So it's not much of a variety.
Exactly.
Why do I have in here no pets?
No pets?
Because something came out where I thought of owning, not me personally, but people owning a bird. Have you ever knew someone that owned a bird?
My uncle owned a bird.
How do you feel about that? Have you ever did you go to the house when the bird was there and stuff? How you feel about that?
The bird was nice. I mean, bird didn't mess with me. Yeah.
I feel like birds are mean. At least pet birds. I'm not talking about outside. You felt like it was nice?
Yeah, it was nice. And I was a kid too, so no. The bird was nice.
And birds are fucking annoying.
He was very talkative.
Girl, your phone.
I know.
We're episode 105. I was about to slam on the table, so I might even be fucking. I don't even know what episode. But episode 105, you still fuck it up. Did he have on the cage like a blanket or whatever?
At nighttime, he'll put the blanket over. Yeah,
I've seen that in a lot of people's. Not a lot of people because I didn't know that many people, but I did know a couple people with
a couple bird people,
a couple of bird keepers.
Mm-hmm.
And they're annoying. They do not shut. Like I knew some that had like the little small birds in that, and then some that had like parrots or whatever. The ones that talk. It's a parrot, right? I think that you can teach it to talk. They learn things from you. Pick it up.
See
a parrot, right? So yeah, like different type of bird, but all of them was fucking annoying, and they're messy.
They are very messy.
That's why I'm like, I don't know why people want to get a bird, because first off, the bird can't fly. You got it caged up, unless some people let it fly in their house. But then they be like, "Oh, my bird escaped." Yeah, you thought like it doesn't want to be locked up in the house.
You don't want to be there.
But yeah, a pet bird, I don't see. They're messy. They are loud. When they be fucking, I was gonna say barking. What is the bird? What do they tweet, right?
Yeah.
But when they be making that noise, that's too fucking loud. It's annoying. They don't shut up like that. They're just.
You're a bird
and they're mean,
hater.
I think. I've always
never
felt
encountered
like a lot of people
bird.
always say, but they always say like, don't stick your finger in the cage.
Why would you do that?
I don't know, but I'm just saying. But would you get a pet bird?
No.
What would be an animal if you did get a pet besides the average cat, dog, or even like fish, gerbil, whatever? Something else like a little different would, because I wouldn't consider a bird really. It's kind of normal, but
you're gonna think I'm crazy.
What?
I'll get a pet cow. Like I would have a cow as a pet.
We went over this.
I know, but it's still the
want
same.
A cow?
Yes.
Make sure it's a cow, not a bull.
It's a
oh my!
But
cow. you need area for that, and you need a farm or something.
And that'd be a dope ass tax write off.
Like these people that be.
I'm just saying.
These people though that be having in their house that don't even make like, oh yeah, I got a pet lamb or whatever. It's like they're raising it in their house. Like, why?
Yeah, no.
Or even the people that have pigs.
People actually like pigs,
and they say they're very smart or whatever and all that. But I feel like a pig still like
dirty.
Unless you got the room for it,
yeah,
and land or whatever, you shouldn't be having just a pig roaming in your house. Like, that's different.
I agree. But the cow will be outside.
A cow, you can't have that in your house. You need a barn. If anything, if it's coming indoors at all, it's a barn. But what makes you want a cow? The milk or something?
Like, I just like cows. I don't know. I just like cows. I have a thing for cows.
What's the thing for cows?
I don't know.
I like cow print. That's as far as I go.
They look so nice. Listen, that was a mean bull.
We tried that already. I don't see a cow. If I had to say a pet that besides, of course, like the ones that you always see are like the exotic ones that people have that they're not supposed to have. So like the cute little monkeys or koalas, but those shits are really vicious.
Yeah,
they're not even. They look cute, but they're koalas. You never heard about that?
Mm-mm.
A koala, I think they fucking those nails like fucking tear your eyes out and shit.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like
I wouldn't want a pet koala.
I'm not saying necessarily a koala,
yeah,
but something like that, that looks
saying.
cute and fluffy or whatever like that. I would like, or like how they have the little monkeys. You see all the people, but also too, I know it's dangerous, and I wouldn't go ahead and get it. And also, I can understand if you have the space, like the slippers that do get it, they have the space, the land, or whatever. They can set up a sanctuary for them or whatever the fuck. But
proper housing for them.
Exactly, proper habitat.
See
for humanity. I just got some shit in here that I'm coming across. Now, there's a couple of things that we spoke about before we put the cameras on and everything throughout the day because we were hanging out with each other for pretty much all day. You said you caught up on RuPaul's Drag Race. Well,
no,
you're behind an episode, so you're not caught up. But you watched
episode
1
and a
and
half.
2.
I watched half of 2. I started watching 2.
Oh, I thought you said
I didn't finish.
So we're not gonna get too deep into it, but you know what's been going on with one of the contestants, right?
No,
nothing.
Mm-mm.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so you're gonna see it because in episode 1 and 2 they didn't air it, I don't think, but in episode 3 now there's gonna be like a warning, discretion advisory before the each episode starts, because one of the contestants, Sherry Pie, that's on there, is in some deep shit. Okay, so he basically kind of admitted it too as well, but I guess back in the day or even recently was pretty much catfishing, impersonating as like some type of acting director or whatever, and making people do like sexual acts to act like they're getting them in a role for like musicals or whatever, just roles and stuff like that. So And the statement now they put on every single episode, they're stating we're continuing, which I like the idea that they did do this and not because you know how some shows come out. I remember back then, remember all those Flavor of Loves and all that. Well, one of the girls that was on The Real Chancellor or whatever, she had a spinoff show, and they canceled her totally completely because a guy committed murder, or something.
Oh yeah, I remember.
So
it.
Then they canceled the whole thing.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like, okay, I get the point that you canceled it, but then again, you also kind of ruin it for everyone else that was in the show and the whole, you know, everything that went on, all the effort that went into it because of one person. So in a situation like this, they decided they're still going to air it, but they're putting the like warning before you watch it, and it states in there that like, you know, the people that came forward or whatever, and then also Sherry's statement, because she came out with a statement on Instagram and posted something. We're going to continue with the episodes, but she is disqualified. So I'm already thinking, because she was a pretty high like contender, and I feel like was going to make it far. So I'm thinking she probably really did make it pretty far in the whole season in the competition.
Oh, this is what she looks like.
Yeah. So probably made it far into the season, and I think they probably like, you know, this is money we're losing if we just cancel the whole thing. So it's like, let's still air it because she is pretty far in the season, but put this warning out so people know. And she won the last. I'm gonna give it away in episode 3,
That's
but
fine.
she won the last. Like she was the top. She won that competition round and won $5,000. But at the end of the episode, they aired another thing and said, like, we didn't give the $5,000 to her. We gave it to the Trevor Project instead. So they did something good with it and didn't give it to her. But yeah, a couple of people. I think it was up to like 9 people that came forward already. That were saying, was having them do sexual things or whatever.
I see.
Perform whatever. I'm not sure exactly. Allegedly. I'm not sure whatever I should say, but allegedly. Okay. But not, I won't even say allegedly because she made a statement on Instagram and said, like, yeah, she sees what she did in the past or whatever. I knew that was wrong, blah, blah, blah. Now, then, I don't know, girl. How does this sound? Are you reading the statement she wrote?
I'm reading the statement now.
Okay. Read the statement while she keep on talking. Read that so then I can get your opinion after that. But basically, yeah, she put a statement out there and supposedly learned from her mistake. It seems so quick because people were saying it also, like, I think just last year there was a case or someone that spoke up about it. And I'm also like, now that you went on the show, supposedly now you learned from
now
RuPaul's
she's loving
Drag Race.
herself again. Yeah. I'm sorry, not like
if
that.
If you can't love yourself, how the hell you gonna? No, if you can't, what is it?
If you don't love yourself, how the hell
you gonna love someone else, right? So you that whole, you know, like that's your motto now and stuff. Like I don't know, but
God, okay.
I got a couple things to talk about this. I think we're gonna get probably in a little bit into it, and then we'll have to come back after the commercial to talk a little bit. Now you've seen the statement and everything. What do you think? Like I see you just rolled your eyes and everything.
I just feel like she's trying to cover her ass. Because it's like, yeah, I did this, but if I was never on RuPaul's Drag Race, then I probably would still be doing the same thing, or you know.
Now it's
but
out
now
there.
that it's out, oh my God, I'm so sorry, and now I'm receiving treatment. Granted, you know, if
that's
you do
good,
got a problem, that's good, but don't do it now because it's like you want everybody to pity you. You got caught. That's you know, own up to your shit.
That's what a lot of people, they're not sorry for what they did. They're just sorry that they got caught. That's the point. Because if you didn't get caught, you would have continued to keep doing the stuff.
Yep.
Also, recently, you're on a show now, a nationally televised show. That I believe that's even probably VH1. Surprisingly, you know, like #1 shows on VH1. Who would have thought? And it's Drag Race, drag queens, you know. But you're now getting all this attention and public eyes on you, that you felt like you had to make a statement or let me put it out there now and be like, oh, I'm so sorry before it gets any worse.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's also a way to like get out of it, try to not get out of it quick, but you know what I mean? Like, let me hurry up and just say this statement. So if anything else comes out, I'll be like, well, I did admit to, you know, whatever. Yeah. Like, you guys should have figured that by now or whatever. So, yeah, they did disqualify it. Well, how do you feel about that situation? Do you think they should have canceled the whole thing? Or, like, what they did sounds good?
I mean, if they put the discretion in the beginning, then no.
I think that's good.
Lose their fucking coin.
Lose their coin. And then you shouldn't take the shine away from everyone else.
Yeah.
If you know, they always do pretty much the, which is a good thing, the like grand finale episode live or that week before, like it's pretty fresh. So they haven't recorded that, I guess, because even in the statement says like she will not be attending that. They also removed her from something else. I forgot what it was, but like took her off of that as well. Some people are saying they should have went as far as like just blurring her throughout every single episode.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's mad work though, like to go through. And you can't just really take out her parts and everything, because if she is part of the show, like, you know, some rounds of competitions, whatever they do, things as a group.
Mm-hmm.
So you really can't take her part out of it, and I was going to mess up whatever the group,
Yeah.
So I think what they did is good. So at least the other people are still on the show, could get their shine. But I don't know what I said, but we're going to go to commercial. That's what
perfect.
I said, we're going to commercial. We'll be right back. We still got a couple more things. I got a couple more questions about it, so don't go nowhere. And then we got to talk about that coronavirus.
Ooh, corona.
Then we got to talk about some other stuff. So don't go.